Hello, my name is Lacey, and I will be making a video on the human skull and each bone and some features on each bone. The first bone is the frontal. This is what it looks like it's articulated. The sagittal sulcus, which is right here. The ethmoidal notch, which is this hole right here. This is where the ethmoid sits in. The pars orbitalis, which is right here where the C is. The parietal, the sigmoid sulcus, which is located right here. It's located posterior, inferior on the bone. The parietal tuber, which is this area right here, it's broad, sticks out quite a bit. That's also how you can help decide. The parietal foramen is a little hole right up here on the sagittal suture. The temporal bone is next. The external auditory meatus is this hole right here. It's your ear hole. The mastoid process is this broad surface, which you feel behind your ear. The parietal notch is located right here. It's located more posterior, superior on the bone. You can see it a little better on the back side. The occipital is the next bone. The internal occipital protuberance is this whole area right here. The occipital sulcus is the sulcus up top. The transverse sulcus is the sulcus that runs across the inside of the bone. The cerebral fossa is the shallow pits up top. The cerebellar fossa are the shallow pits on the bottom. And the internal occipital crest is the little crest right here that runs to the foramen magnum. This is the sphenoid. The foramen ovale are located right here. It is the bigger of the two holes, because there's a tiny one there. The orbital surface are right here, makes up part of the eye orbit. The hypophyseal fossa is right here, where your pituitary gland sits. On the mandible, we have the oblique line, which is right here. The myohyaloid groove is located just below the mandibular foramen. It's very faint. And the pterygoid tuberosities are located on the right here on the mandible. It's very rough. This is the maxilla. The maxillary sinus is this hole right here. The infraorbital foramen is located right here, this hole. This is the zygomatic. The zygomaticofacial foramen are located here and here. They're on the anterior part of the bone. The zygomatico-orbital foramen are located right here. They're on the inside of the eye orbit. This is the nasal bone. The superior border is the one up top, is the thickest. The lateral border is this on the lateral side. It tapers down farther than that of the medial. There are also nasal foramen. They're very little. There's usually one or two. This is the palatine. The greater palatine foramen is this hole right here, and the lesser palatine foramen is the smaller one. This is the ethmoid. The cribriform plate is located right here. It's very perforated. The cristagalli is this projection, and the perpendicular plate is located right up the middle. This is the lacrimal. The posterior lacrimal crest is right here. This is the vomer. These are the alae, or the wings. This is the inferior nasal concha. They're very fragile, so they're hardly found. And it looks similar to a rolled up leaf. And these are the bones of the ears: the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. Malleus, it looks like a mallet. The stapes looks like a horseshoe with the base. And to me, the incus looks like a hairdryer.